Hello, and welcome to What is Crypto? I'm Matt, and this is Crypto. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Kaspa, ticker signal KAS. I'm going to also talk to you about the general markets, where I think Bitcoin is at the moment, where I think Kaspa is at the moment, Bitcoin dominance, and a few other things around market sentiment, and what I think we should be doing with our capital right now. So if that sounds like it could be for you, then smash that like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to join my Discord, it's 100% free to join. I'll leave a link in the description. All you need to do is scroll down there, click on the link, join the Discord, 100% free. I post a lot of great alpha in there, a lot of great trades, and it's got a great group of people, over 150 in there at the moment. So hopefully I'll see you there, legends. All right, let's get into it. Alrighty, so first up, looking at Kaspa. Currently, we are sitting at 17 cents. We've got a market cap of 4.36 billion and got a good trading volume of 333 million. So having a look at Kaspa on the chart, it does look primed for a breakout right now. If we look at it on the 3-day, we kind of ranged in this channel for a long period of time. We did break out of it. However, we were buying pretty heavily down here at around the 10-cent mark. Since then, we have broken back into the channel and we've just cleared a couple of big areas of resistance. So it was really watching the 17-cent mark carefully, and we have just broken through that. And given the bullish sentiment in the market, I think Kaspa could be ready to send to all-time highs, with moves initially targeting this small amount of resistance that we have up here. It should be around the 25-cent mark, before making our way up to around that 40-cent mark. So I think we do have a fair amount of moves in the short term coming up for Kaspa. Hugely bullish if you look at the coins that have been pumping lots. So we had Bitcoin that pumped, then we had AI coins that pumped, then we had all the ISO 2022 coins that pumped like XRP. Litecoin started pumping. Now I think that people are looking for that next Bitcoin. Retail is undoubtedly here. Search views are up. Lots of key metrics are up. Coinbase is trending #1. So it is a time to be mildly cautious, as we could have a pullback at some stage. Definitely don't think it's the end of the market cycle, and I still think we've got many months to go here, but we do need to expect a couple of big pullbacks at some stage. This usually happens in cycles, and if we look at past history, you can often see that after the halving, we have a couple of pretty large 20% plus pullbacks that do come. So I still think the market cycle is going to top somewhere after March this year, between March and November, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get a pullback over the next month, 2 months, 3 months. Pretty hard to time these things. But what I'm trying to say is that although we might get pullbacks, I think if we're looking more longer term, Kaspa's a pretty damn great buy now. I added to it personally today with a pretty large buy order, my largest individual purchase of Kaspa that I have made so far. Definitely not as big as the amount of Kaspa that I hold, but my largest like USD purchase that I have made. Pretty bullish on Kaspa, looks pretty primed for a breakout, and I'm thinking that we are going to target some of these ranges fairly soon. So yeah, Bitcoin moved, ISO 2022 coin moved, Litecoin moved. Retail is here. I think they're looking for that next Bitcoin. Now, whether or not the next Bitcoin is something that you like calling Kaspa or not, that's got nothing to do with the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is that retail is here, and retail is going to be looking for a coin in a similar narrative to Bitcoin. So Kaspa for me makes sense to be one of those coins that retail stumbles across and really likes. It has a huge amount of support, loyal backing, and the price action has been fairly modest lately. So it hasn't already pumped up a 5-6x in the past few weeks like a couple of other coins. So people are going to look at that, see there is some juice left to squeeze, and I think people are going to start buying into Kaspa. So yeah, Kaspa, one of my more bullish positions, my biggest hold, and my largest purchase price today. So I do think you could do a lot worse than buying Kaspa now. Alrighty, let's have a look at Bitcoin dominance. So we're talking about altcoin season. Now, Bitcoin dominance, if you're not familiar, represents Bitcoin versus the market. So when Bitcoin dominance is sharply dropping off, Bitcoin is going up, but the price of altcoins is outperforming that of Bitcoin. When Bitcoin dominance is going up, that means that Bitcoin is likely losing value, not always. However, Bitcoin is outperforming altcoins. So Bitcoin might be going up slightly and altcoins doing nothing, or Bitcoin might be dropping, but altcoins might be dropping more. These yellow vertical lines mark the Bitcoin halvings, and like clockwork, we can see that about 7 months after the Bitcoin halvings, we have a massive sharp drop off in Bitcoin dominance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Big drop off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Big drop off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and potentially a big drop off. So yeah, if you don't believe in the 4-year halving cycle, well, that's completely up to you. Everyone plays the market differently. But there are some patterns that just keep repeating, and I think it would be silly to continuously fade patterns that have been shown over the past 12 years to be fairly accurate. So, patterns on charts, market psychology, market sentiment, and past performance. So, I'm trading a combination of those things. So, yeah, if we look at what Bitcoin dominance has done previously and what Bitcoin dominance is doing now, this is the first month that we've had a big breakdown out of this range that we've been in since February 2023. So, biggest red candle that we've seen since August 2021 was last month, and now we have broken out of this range. We want to see Bitcoin dominance continuously drop down to around that 40% mark. Now, when it does get close to that 40% mark, I'll be thinking the market's starting to get fairly overheated and seriously consider where we are in the cycle. But yeah, that is Bitcoin dominance, that is Kaspa, and I'm also going to have a look at the Kaspa Bitcoin pairs. Now, Bitcoin Kaspa is what Kaspa is doing versus Bitcoin. So when this chart is going up, Kaspa is outperforming Bitcoin. When this chart is going down, Bitcoin is outperforming Kaspa. Now, although this isn't the best looking chart right now, it does look like we've found a floor. So around this range, whenever Kaspa gets kind of close to it and the Kaspa Bitcoin pair gets close to it, Kaspa usually has a fairly aggressive bounce. So I have been paying attention to this chart. I have been looking at it, and it does look like we've just started to put in a couple of higher lows. And based off this chart and the Kaspa chart, I think we can expect to see Kaspa performing pretty well as long as Bitcoin continues to perform at least at an okay level. So yeah, I do think the Kaspa Bitcoin chart looks fairly bottomed. And going back to the Kaspa chart, we really don't have too much resistance above us. We've got a couple of levels around that 18-cent mark, and then really we're up to our all-time highs at around the 20-cent mark, and then up to this very small amount of resistance at the 24, 25-cent mark. So yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see that over the next few weeks. Bought a large bag of Kaspa today. That is really going to wrap it up for the video. Thank you so much for watching, legends. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. Let me know if you're buying Kaspa, if you hold Kaspa, and where you think Kaspa could be going in the short and long term. Also, don't forget to join my Discord if you want to do so. Free to join, link in the description. And as always, I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you in the next one.